Aristotle. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Explanation. Aristotle emphasizes the importance of consistent actions in shaping our character and achieving excellence. It's not a one-time effort, but a continuous practice that defines who we are. Plato. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Explanation. Plato underscores that true wealth is found in contentment and simplicity, rather than material abundance. Inner peace and satisfaction are the real treasures. Socrates. An unexamined life is not worth living. Explanation. Socrates advocates for self-reflection and critical thinking. He believes that without examining our lives and actions, we miss out on understanding our purpose and potential. Confucius. It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Explanation. Confucius highlights the value of perseverance. Progress, no matter how slow, is meaningful as long as we keep moving forward and do not give up. Lao Tzu. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Explanation. Lao Tzu reminds us that great achievements start with a single step. Initiating action, no matter how small, is the first step towards accomplishing significant goals. Ralph Waldo Emerson. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Explanation. Emerson focuses on inner strength and potential. He believes that our past and future are less important than our inner resources and resilience. Friedrich Nietzsche. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how. Explanation. Nietzsche suggests that having a purpose or meaning in life provides the strength to endure any challenges. A strong sense of purpose can help us overcome adversity. Albert Camus. In the depth of winter, I finally learned that within me there lay an invincible summer. Explanation. Camus speaks to the resilience of the human spirit. Even in the hardest times, we can discover inner strength and hope. Immanuel Kant. Dare to know. Have the courage to use your own understanding. Explanation. Kant encourages us to think independently and seek knowledge. He values enlightenment and the bravery to question and learn. Rene Descartes. I think, therefore I am. Explanation. Descartes establishes the foundation of self-awareness and existence. Our ability to think and reflect confirms our existence and identity. Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thought. Explanation. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the power of mindset. Positive and constructive thinking leads to a happier and more fulfilling life. Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Explanation. Epictetus highlights the importance of our responses to events. Our attitude and actions in the face of circumstances define our experience and growth. Seneca. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Explanation. Seneca believes that success is not merely due to chance, but the result of being prepared to seize opportunities when they arise. John Stuart Mill. A person may cause evil to others not only by his actions but by his inaction, and in either case he is justly accountable to them for the injury. Explanation. Mill points out that inaction can be as harmful as wrongful actions. We have a moral responsibility to act against injustice and harm. Henry David Thoreau. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you've imagined. Explanation. Thoreau encourages us to pursue our dreams boldly and to create the life we envision for ourselves, emphasizing the power of confidence and determination. Blaise Pascal. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. Explanation. Pascal suggests that many of our issues arise from our discomfort with solitude and self-reflection. Learning to be alone with our thoughts can lead to greater peace and understanding. Arthur Schopenhauer. The task is not so much to see what no one has yet seen, but to think what nobody has yet thought about that which everybody sees. Explanation. Schopenhauer emphasizes the importance of original thinking. It's not just about discovering new things, but about interpreting and understanding existing things in new ways. David Hume. Beauty in things exists in the mind which contemplates them. Explanation. Hume asserts that beauty is subjective and lies in the perception of the observer. Our experiences and perspectives shape our sense of beauty. Simone de Beauvoir. Change your life today. Don't gamble on the future. Act now, without delay. Explanation. De Beauvoir urges us to take immediate action to improve our lives rather than procrastinating. The present moment is the most powerful time to initiate change. Gautama, a Buddha. The mind is everything. What you think, you become. Explanation. Buddha teaches that our thoughts shape our reality. Positive thinking leads to positive outcomes, while negative thinking can create barriers. Jean-Paul Sartre. Freedom is what you do with what's been done to you. Explanation. Sartre highlights the concept of existential freedom. Despite circumstances beyond our control, we have the freedom to choose our reactions and actions. Voltaire. Judge a man by his questions rather than his answers. Explanation. Voltaire values curiosity and the quest for knowledge. The questions we ask reflect our desire to understand and learn more deeply. John Locke. The only fence against the world is a thorough knowledge of it. Explanation. Locke stresses the importance of education and understanding as protection against ignorance and adversity. Heraclitus. The only constant in life is change. Explanation. Heraclitus acknowledges that change is inevitable and constant. Embracing change allows us to adapt and grow. George Berkeley. To be is to be perceived. Explanation. Berkeley's philosophy posits that existence depends on being perceived. Our reality is shaped by our perceptions and interactions with others. Baruch Spinoza. The more you know yourself, the more you understand life, the more you value your time. Explanation. Spinoza emphasizes self-awareness as a key to understanding life and making the most of our time. William James. Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. Explanation. James encourages us to believe in the impact of our actions. This mindset can lead to meaningful contributions and positive change. Martin Heidegger. Man acts as though he were the shaper and master of language, while in fact language remains the master of man. Explanation. Heidegger explores the relationship between language and thought, suggesting that language shapes our reality and understanding. Michel de Montaigne. A man who fears suffering is already suffering from what he fears. Explanation. Montaigne points out that the fear of suffering can be as debilitating as the suffering itself. Overcoming fear can lead to freedom and peace. Bertrand Russell. To be without some of the things you want is an indispensable part of happiness. Explanation. Russell suggests that unfulfilled desires are a natural part of life and can contribute to a deeper appreciation of what we have. Georg Wilhelm Friedrich. Nothing great in the world has been accomplished without passion. Explanation. Hegel emphasizes the role of passion in achieving greatness. Passion drives us to overcome obstacles and achieve significant accomplishments. Karl Marx. The philosophers have only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. Explanation. Marx calls for action over mere contemplation. Understanding the world should lead to efforts to improve and change it. Søren Kierkegaard. Life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. Explanation. Kierkegaard highlights the importance of reflection, while acknowledging that life must be actively lived and experienced in the present. Friedrich Engels. An ounce of action is worth a ton of theory. Explanation. Engels values practical action over theoretical knowledge. Taking action can have a more significant impact than just contemplating ideas. Augustine of Hippo. Faith is to believe what you do not see. The reward of this faith is to see what you believe. Explanation: Augustine speaks to the power of faith and belief. Having faith can lead to transformative experiences and realizations. Albert Einstein. Strive not to be a success, but rather to be of value. Explanation: Einstein encourages us to focus on making meaningful contributions rather than just seeking success. Being valuable to others leads to a more fulfilling life. Henry Bergson. Think like a man of action, act like a man of thought. Explanation: Bergson advocates for a balance between thoughtful consideration and decisive action. Combining both leads to effective and impactful behavior. Ludwig Wittgenstein. The limits of my language mean the limits of my world. Explanation: Wittgenstein explores the relationship between language and thought. Our ability to understand and describe the world is bounded by our language. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Man is born free, and everywhere he is in chains. Explanation: Rousseau critiques societal constraints that limit human freedom. He believes in the inherent freedom of individuals, which is often restricted by social structures. Gilles Deleuze. A belief in the world, a belief in a possibility of perceiving, experiencing, and thinking. Explanation: Deleuze emphasizes the importance of maintaining a belief in the potential, perceive, experience, and think deeply about the world. Maurice Merleau-Ponty. Our own body is in the world as the heart is in the organism. It keeps the visible spectacle constantly alive. Explanation: Merleau-Ponty highlights the integral connection between our body and our perception of the world. Our physical presence and experiences keep our understanding of the world dynamic and alive. Alfred North Whitehead. The art of progress is to preserve order amid change, and to preserve change amid order. Explanation: Whitehead discusses the balance between stability and change. Progress involves maintaining order while adapting to new developments and preserving flexibility within structure. Simone Weil. The future is made of the same stuff as the present. Explanation: Weil emphasizes the continuity between the present and the future. Our actions and decisions today shape the future, highlighting the importance of mindful living. Franz Kafka. A book must be the axe for the frozen sea within us. Explanation: Kafka views literature as a powerful tool to break through emotional and intellectual barriers, inspiring profound reflection and transformation. Leo Tolstoy. Everyone thinks of changing the world, but no one thinks of changing himself. Explanation: Tolstoy emphasizes self-improvement as a prerequisite for broader social change. Personal growth and self-awareness are crucial for making a positive impact on the world. Confucius. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Explanation: Confucius highlights the importance of resilience and perseverance. Success is measured by our ability to recover and learn from failures. Epictetus. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. Explanation: Epictetus defines true wealth as contentment and minimalism. Reducing our desires leads to greater satisfaction and inner peace. Aristotle. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. Explanation: Aristotle underscores the importance of self-awareness as the foundation of wisdom. Understanding ourselves is key to understanding the world. Epicurus. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Explanation: Epicurus advises gratitude for what we have, reminding us to appreciate our current blessings rather than constantly seeking more. Pythagoras. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. Explanation. Pythagoras highlights the significance of simple decisions. The words yes and no can shape our lives profoundly and require careful consideration. Thank you for taking the time to explore these profound philosophical insights with us. These quotes from some of the greatest thinkers in history remind us of the power of wisdom and introspection. We hope they have inspired you to reflect on your own journey and to live with greater purpose and understanding. If you found this video enlightening, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment with your favorite quote or philosopher. Stay curious and keep seeking knowledge.